It's another one, folks. Another video. More maggoteers. This is about DEI. DEI is affecting the MAGA women, white women. Not just MAGA women, actually, other women, white women. And they're calling out, they're bawling out about this. The dismantle of DEI is affecting them. And they never really thought it would affect us black people. and other brown people. But now it's affected them too. Now it's affecting them, some of them. They're balling out now. And this is from Political Punk. He made this compilation.
Fish. But sure, that verse says a woman doesn't have the right to bodily autonomy. Get. Dude, I like this guy.
So glad they're finally getting rid of all this DEI crap. No more woke nonsense, no more unqualified people taking jobs they don't deserve. Meritocracy is back, baby.
Oh my god, totally. How they can go back to testing medications on men and just guessing how they work on women.
Like, what?
Yeah, you know how doctors finally started recognizing that heart attack symptoms look different in women than they do in men? That's because DEI pushed medical research to
See that, folks? See that there? Dumbass. If it wasn't for the DEI, see, you wouldn't find out about this. Different men heart attacks attack women differently than men. So you wouldn't know about this without DEI. I mean, wow.
actually start including women
Hello?
instead of just assuming that we work the same as men.
Same with like crash test dummies. Cars are safer. They used to just do crash test dummies that only were like men, so women would get more hurt in accidents. But guess what? When inclusion started happening, they started studying women too, right? It's like all kinds of shit. It affects everybody. What's really crazy too is all those fucking white women, okay, that voted, like 53% of white women voted for Donald Trump. And they are going to be radically impacted by the lack of DEI stuff. Like, it's so crazy.
Yep. That's affirmative action. Affirmative action. They're the most group that benefit from affirmative action and DEI programs are white women. Yep. White women. And that's why they affirm the Supreme Court decision in the States. It only attacked the race. It said race, they can't use race. They didn't mention other factors like in terms of university, the family, what do you call? The legacy program, like the family legacy. If they're rich, they could get into university. The legacy programs. They didn't mention that, only race. They didn't mention gender, you know that. I mean, it was all about black people. They're thinking they have an advantage. I mean, but Trump here, that was the Supreme Court, but Trump he's saying he's attacking everybody. You see, DEI means everybody, disabled people, minorities. So they're attacking everybody. So it's going to affect more than one group. Maybe 4 or 5 groups. It's going to affect.
It's not DEI. DEI is like letting them take over.
Them? Okay, we're saying the quiet part out loud now, aren't we? Like them, do you mean mothers? Because DEI also fought for breastfeeding rights at work. Remember when you got mad because Susan got written up for pumping in the supply closet? That was DEI.
That's different.
Totally. Just like how DEI pushed for flexible work schedules laws, anti-pregnancy discrimination laws, and parental leave protection.
Yeah, and you know the other thing that's gonna go.
Nobody knows this, folks. This is a great TikTok video. I mean, nobody realized that. They just think jobs. Oh, they're gonna get rid of qualified jobs. It's more than that. Oh, they should be qualified. But they are qualified. The point of DEI thing is they were qualified. They weren't just getting the jobs. They're giving it to white males who weren't qualified, who just get the job because of nepotism. I mean, which is going on still now. That's the problem with. That's the whole problem. That's why people are not qualified, because of nepotism. It's not DEI. That's why you get unqualified people.
Way for the women with DEI. You ready for this? Because you know what used to happen with women, guys? This is something they don't tell you about. Women would get a job. Oh, they're on the career ladder. They're going up. They got this great job. Then they get pregnant. And then they got to take a little time off with the baby. You know what happens? They get fired. That is what happened. When a woman would get pregnant, she would get fired. She would lose her job.
That's probably true, folks. It's way back in those days. I think it's 60s. Even before that. I think this started at the end more like in the 90s. They stopped doing that. Like firing people. It's like firing women for being pregnant. I mean,
she would lose her fucking career. And it was the advent of DEI and inclusion policies that then protected women's rights to where now they could get pregnant, they couldn't lose their job. Okay? Maybe they're not going to get paid leave, but they could take some leave, take care of their baby, get set up, work through the postpartum, get their child care shit figured out, and then they would come back and their job would be guaranteed to be waiting for them. Now, those kinds of guarantees, that's going to dry up right there.
Also, childcare subsidies, domestic violence protections, equal pay advocacy protections against workplace harassment, timelines when women can play sports, workplace protections against pregnancy discrimination.
See, workplace protection. Discriminate. You can't see now they could discriminate. I mean, you could be harassed. They won't do nothing about it. Or there's no mechanism. Was there less mechanism to fight that?
Insurance covering your birth control, the fact that you cannot get fired now for being pregnant, funding for maternal health research, equal access to girls, mental health resources for postpartum moms, legal protections against landlords refusing to rent to single moms.
Oh shit.
Stopping banks from denying women credit cards until 1974. I'm even going. Okay, but
and all of that was about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And they're just like these people. They're not fucking smart. These people, bro.
Yeah, like when people get handed jobs because they check a box.
Be so fucking for real right now.
Yeah.
The only reason you were able to start your own online bedazzled Tumblr boutique was because of DEI's small business loans for women.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
see that, folks? See, and black people too. Business loans for black people and other groups. Now that's gonna be all gone.
Yeah, but again, though, this is what happens when people don't read the fine print, right? It's like all these motherfuckers who vote for Trump, and then the day after the election, they're Googling the word tariff. Like, homie, you fucked up.
So it's already started. A woman in my town just let me know that her boss told her she would have been great for a promotion, but he's not giving it to her because she's pregnant. And he knows that Trump is implementing Project 2025, and the EEOC will be eviscerated. So there'll be nobody there to call him out. Come January, the EEOC will allow any employer to fire or not hire anybody that they feel goes against their religious beliefs. So if you are pregnant and you're single, if you're a member of the LGBTQ plus community, you're out of luck. Now, this probably won't affect unmarried.
Probably black too. If you're black too, probably. Or minority, racial minority, more likely. This is yep, and she probably no. I don't think she's a MAGA, but yeah. Huh. Yep, DEI, right? DEI is good, folks. Not bad.
Married men who get women pregnant, because, you know, you can't really see that on them every day. But this will affect women greatly. They are going to dismantle the EEOC completely. They won't even be allowed to collect data on what's going on. So we'll have no idea how bad it's getting. But the people on the ground, they're going to know, because their bigoted bosses are going to start saying the quiet part out loud. So this is where we are, people. Good luck with that.
All right, so I'm seeing the protests going on in LA. They're like blocking the 101 freeway or something.
Oh, here we go. All right, it's Emily Wilson. Emily Saves America. Brace yourselves, guys. We're about to get probably what's going to be one of the worst takes on the internet. But here we go. Emily Saves America on protesting.
Insane because they're protesting over the ICE deportations. So let me get this straight. You're going to come into our country illegally, and then you're going to block America?
I want to see this. I want to see that part. Let me see what else is there. I don't want to talk about the garbage. Folks, I think that's it. I'm not going to... Just talking about deportations. I'm going to end that, folks. What do you think about this DEI? See, some people are... I don't see that. Those people weren't MAGA. I think they were just MAGA people. That woman, she wasn't a MAGA, but she was a... Okay, they were on the left, probably. They were talking about DEI and what that's going to happen. The two women there, before this girl, they're talking about, they're on the left, I think, so they're not MAGA. But they're saying now what's going to affect, how it's going to affect the women. So, anyways, folks, I'm going to end this video. What do you think about this? I'm out.